So what 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 is some of that evidence that you would add to the or try to add to your case file?
All right. So one of the key things is Social Security recognizes doctors' support in a specific format. Functional capacity evaluation is the name of the document. They're also known as residual functional capacity reports. So the strategy is that, well, when you come, if you're a member here at the Disability Digest, you have access to the membership and the course. There's no charge, but you listen to an interview and understand in detail from attorney Carl Osterhow what the importance of this support component is. Then you take the forms, you present them to your doctor, and there's forms for brain health, mental limitations. Then a separate set of forms, Philip, for physical, and the doctor will fill those out ideally. And what that will communicate is the following: that you're being treated by the doctor, what their opinion is on your limitations. So I'll use physical. That would be your ability to do such things as sitting, standing, bending, stooping, lifting. And then another key component of it is their opinion on how consistent those limitations are, and then how many days they believe that you would not be able to work because of the limitations. So, may I address, in my opinion, why that's important, the short story?
Please.
So most medical records and doctor-patient relationships are talking about the conditions and the treatment process. They don't talk about the limitations, and the ability to get your benefits and keep your benefits is really based on the limitations after you have been treated by your doctor. So this ties it together and helps with that. So that's one of the key things. There's some other things that are effective to add to your case file. Some that can be done on your own. I'm looking for my phone. Here it is. So we work with some people, like we just had somebody we started with that's a stroke victim. And they have left side limitations that limit their mobility. So a quick iPhone video, 20 seconds, that shows the individual walking and what it's like is something that you can take that media file, put it into your case. That's certainly helpful. Any imaging that can be done, like if you've got a back issue, because spinal fusion, degenerative disc disease, something like that. If there's updated MRIs that can be done that can show the severity of it. Those are some of the key things that can be added to make a difference.
And are there other forms of that type of evidence that you can provide personally, or somebody that knows you, or somebody you've worked with in the past that knows your conditions?
Right. There are, which we coach people as well to do this. So let's take a working relationship. Somebody writing a third party reference letter, if done in the right format, Philip,
Yeah.
would definitely be helpful. And what I mean by the right format is, let's say it's Bob that is the disability applicant. If somebody writes a letter for Bob that says, listen, Bob's a good guy, he's a hard worker, he came in early, left late, it's just too bad, we're really going to miss him, he was super. All right, that doesn't really communicate anything as far as disability. But if that letter is written, it says, listen, we've watched Bob go from a top producer to when he was diagnosed with his degenerative disc disease, to being super uncomfortable at work. We had to allow him to come in late, leave early, go out in his car and take naps so that he could endure with the pain. But despite that, his performance dropped off and his pain was so severe that it limited his cognitive ability, and he wasn't able to consistently remember repetitive tasks and be reliable. A letter like that, incredibly powerful, right?
Okay. So anything that describes the limitations, inability to be able to do things is going to be most credible and help improve your case.
Right.
Something other than just the diagnosis.
Right. Exactly.